Let's start with the AFC East, as the Buffalo Bills will take this easily. It's their division to lose. Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, all undergoing variety of changes, whether it's on defense or offense, which leaves the Buffalo Bills as a clear-cut choice to win the AFC East. You can tell right away with their first 7 games how they're going to do, and they should stomp all over these opponents. They play the Jets, New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina. So taking care of business early in the early weeks against these weak foes is really going to set the Bills up well for a 6th consecutive title in the AFC East. Second half of the season isn't so easy. They got the Bengals, the Steelers, the Bucks, the Texans. So getting out to an early start for the Bills is really key, but I think they can handle all competition throughout the entire season. Bills win the AFC East. Easy bet. I think the Patriots finish second in the division as they're much improved, then the Dolphins, and then the Jets. The Jets have nothing this year. The AFC South, the Houston Texans. They've been on the rise for years, and they are clearly the best team in a division of really uncertainty. Between the Jags, Colts, and Titans, clearly the Texans are better. This is definitely a year C.J. Stroud breaks out from his sophomore slump, too, and regresses back to his form in the first year as a rookie. And the offense around him is well-rounded. Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb, Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, and rookies Jalen Nolan and Jaden Higgins. The only concern really for the Texans is their offensive line. And the defense should hold its own. They were the 6th best defense in the league last year, too. Houston Texans, they're going to win the AFC South, and they're going to be followed by the Jags, the Titans, and then the Colts. Yes, the Colts finished last in the division this year. So there's 2 clear-cut winners right there, AFC East and AFC South, Bills and Texans. Let's move on. There's going to be a surprise winner in the AFC West, and I know what you're thinking. The Denver Broncos? Yes, the Denver Broncos. I just think the KC Chiefs are on a regression. This is the year they I love me some Bo Nix, too. Their defense was 7th best in the league last year. They're going to be top 4 this year. And with a pretty balanced schedule throughout, opening up with the Colts and Titans easy and other easy games. But their schedule's pretty balanced, and that's a good thing. You don't want to play too many hard games in a row. And with that being said, the Denver Broncos offense is better, their defense is going to be better, and this is going to be the shock of the year, the Denver Broncos. It may not be a shock to some of you, though, but this team really comes down to if you like Bo Nix. And he's got a very good supporting cast behind him this year. J.K. Dobbins, Marvin Mims Jr., Cortland Sutton, who's awesome, Evan Ingram, and also there's others. But don't forget, they almost swept the Chiefs last year, losing the second game with a blocked field goal, 16-14. So don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are a clear-cut winner to win the AFC West. I believe in the Broncos, and I believe in Bo Nix. I believe in the defense, and I believe they take the AFC West. Yes, the Chiefs will finish second. I think the Raiders move up in the standings to third, and I think the Chargers finish last. Not saying that the Chargers are going to be garbage, but I think they finish last. How about the AFC North? And you know who I'm going with, the Baltimore Ravens. Who else? The Pittsburgh Steelers? You're going to tell me they're going to be up there with the Ravens this year? Not a chance this year. The Ravens are stacked, as many of you know. And don't give me, if you're a Steeler fan, you want to comment, give me a good reason the Steelers win the division. Everybody knows the Ravens are stacked, and everybody knows they should win the division. And if they don't, it'd be a miracle this year. The AFC North goes to the Ravens. Just a matter who finishes second, third, and fourth. Obviously, the Bengals are going to be a threat. The Steelers will be a threat, but they're not going to win the division this year. And obviously, the Browns are going to finish last. They're one of the worst teams in the league this year, I believe. So, there's your AFC. It's pretty clear-cut, I think, this year. Bills, Texans, except for the Broncos, who I think are going to shock many, and the Ravens. There's your AFC. Who do you like?